What's up, guys? And to begin this week's broadcast in a celebratory tone, we'd like to wish the legendary former English forward David Beckham, who turned 41 yesterday, a happy birthday from Football 101. Also, a little trip down memory lane, Barcelona celebrated 7 years since their historic win against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Barcelona won 6-2, and this match went down in history for being one of the most one-sided wins in El Clasico. It was also the time Barcelona held the first ever treble, the league, the cup, the Champions League. What a finish, Barcelona! Now on to this week's football action, and these are your headlines. When in doubt, take a trip to the enemy's camp. Who is the boss? Justice for the 96 Liverpool fans 27 years later. Agbon Lahore fined after stepping down as captain. Bournemouth making top flight status. After picking up a hamstring injury during the Villarreal clash on April 20th, Ronaldo is now allegedly seeking medical advice from Barcelona's physio. Real Madrid had failed to conduct scans on the injury, which led to Ronaldo missing last week's game against Manchester City. The 31-year-old forward claims to have lost faith in Real Madrid's medical team and is evidently prepared to do whatever it takes to regain fitness to play the second leg semi-finals against City on Wednesday. Some club bosses seem to be in the hot seat. First, we have Everton's boss Roberto Martinez. The Everton board is set to meet to discuss Martinez's future at the club. Martinez is said to have been underperforming in his role for the past 2 seasons, and many Evertonian supporters seem to want the Spaniard gone. And some rumored replacements for Martinez are Ronald Koeman, Marcelo Bielsa, and even Jose Mourinho. Surprise, surprise. Next in line, we have Arsenal's boss Arsene Wenger. Although they came away victors, literally scraping past relegation battlers Norwich City in Saturday's 1-0 encounter, many fans seem to be very disgruntled as they staged a protest, holding up placards to get rid of their French boss Wenger. Last, but certainly not the most shocking, Manchester United's boss Louis van Gaal. Although Van Gaal claims that he will stay out the time of his contract, the rumours are inevitable, especially as United are not in top form. Former Chelsea boss Jose Mourinho is strongly linked to the Reds and has been rumoured to take up Van Gaal's role at the end of the season. The British jury blames the police and emergency services for the unlawful killing of the 96 Liverpool fans at the Hillsborough Stadium in Sheffield on April 1989. The tragedy occurred as the police opened an exit gate to relieve crowd congestion outside the stadium before the FA Cup semi-finals between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. Many victims suffocated, were trampled on, or were crushed against the steel fencing that day. More than 700 people were injured, ages 10 to 67, and included 37 teenagers. The family members of the deceased clasped hands as they chanted "Justice for the 96" and sang the Liverpool Soccer Club's anthem "You'll Never Walk Alone." Some held photographs of their deceased relatives, while others sobbed as the verdict was read outside the coroner's court in Warrington, England. Gabriel Agbonlahor has been fined approximately £100,000 after an investigation into his conduct was completed by Aston Villa last Thursday. Gabi's suspension was lifted with a warning of his conduct and reminder of his responsibilities as a player. According to an official statement by Aston Villa, Agbonlahor has been up for selection since Monday. Gabi was suspended twice this season, first for turning up to training overweight and most recently being photographed using laughing gas and drinking after Aston Villa was relegated to the Championship. The 29-year-old is unlikely to be featured in this season after being out since the Aston-Swansea match on March 19th. Agbonlahor took to Instagram to announce his resignation as club captain. He said, "I'm stepping down as club captain with immediate effect as I do not deserve to carry out such a role anymore. I agree my performances this season have not been good enough, but I will be working hard to make things right." Bournemouth have stayed to top flight status with a 40-point mark this season. The Cherries have managed to stay 10 points clear of relegation, leaving them in the safe zone. Although Bournemouth was a favourite to be relegated back to the Championship earlier this season, they have certainly made their mark on the EPL, being first-timers to top flight, and they certainly defied the odds that were against them. They are currently 14th on the table. And that's a wrap for this week's football action. I'm Renata Singh. Keep your head in the game.